Inbound the ball, let it be over, bro. I'm tired of. Let's go. I want to get this started, bro. Let this get started, bro. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding, ding. The Sixers. Oh my gosh. Get absolutely obliterated. Largest playoff opening win in franchise history by the Boston Celtics, winning by 32 points, 123 to 91 is the final score. The Sixers play like crap today. I'm not saying that the series is over, but if they play like this for 3 more games in a row, they're getting swept. And I'm going to talk about it. I am your host, Mike Sports Vibes. I go live for Sixer games. I go live for Phillies games, but everybody's welcome to the YouTube family. Make sure you hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. It will really help out the channel, trying to get to my first 1,000 subscribers on this channel. Now let's get straight back to this game. Oh my goodness, I don't even know where to start. Where do I start? From the very beginning, they lost the first quarter 33 to 18. Oh my God. From the very beginning, they was bricking for chicken. Jason Tatum, we thought that he might have been a little bit iffy with the injury. 25 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists in this game. We can't talk nothing about Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum. We can't say nothing about them. And I'm gonna get to that shortly. But let's talk about the first half. I gotta really break this down, y'all. Watch me. Just let me cook, y'all. Stay a little while. Watch me cook. At halftime, it was 64 to 46. At halftime, it was 64 to 46. What a embarrassing, and I mean embarrassing, start to this game. The first half was simply the worst I had probably seen in a very long time. And I've been a Sixer fan for a while now. Let's talk about the three-point percentage for the Sixers. They shot a whopping 12.5% from 3 in the first half. Credit goes to the Boston Celtics defense, but credit goes to the Sixers as well, because they were bricking for chicken. They were bricking for chicken the whole entire game. But in that first half, it was so brutal to watch. Oh my goodness. It was horrible, right? Horrible. Like, I don't know what the heck they were doing. Nick Nurse, it looked like, this is the comparison I'm going to say. In that first half, it looked like a pickup game. Nick Nurse did not have this team prepared. I guess Nick Nurse said this is pretty much like a pickup game, at the park, at a local park. And hey, listen, anybody can join, and it's going to be anybody can join, and we're going to go against a professional team, the Boston Celtics, one of the best teams in the NBA, and we're going to try to beat them. That's what it looked like. It looked like we just picked up a whole bunch of regular dudes and said, hey, listen, you're going to play center, you're going to be point guard, you're going to be shooting guard, hey, you're going to be the small forward, power forward, hey, listen, and we're just going to get a random coach, and we're going to figure this out. Bro, it looked like we was unprepared. It looked like we were outclassed, outmatched, destroyed in every way possible. And it started from the first freaking quarter. That's what makes it bad. I'm like, all right, man, let's see what we can do in the second quarter. So in the second quarter, we lost the second quarter as well. We gave up 31 points. We scored 28 points. So we didn't do any better. And then I said, oh my goodness, the third quarter's coming up. I'm scared out of my freaking mind. It's the third quarter. I'm like, oh man, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? How can we stay in the game? We lost that quarter as well. We lost every single quarter of this game. That is a recipe for disaster. You lost 31 to 25 in the third. You lost 28 to 20 in the fourth. Now let's get to a little bit more details. And I got to give all the credit in the world to the Boston Celtics. They brung their A game, but I'm going to get to that shortly. Let me stick to this real quick. From the field goal percentage, the Boston Celtics shot 50% for the whole dang on game. Oh my goodness. At the end of the game, they shot, right now, what I'm looking at, 50%. compared to the Sixers 38%, 38.9%. All right, let's talk about three-point percentage. Excuse me. Three-point percentage for the Celtics. 16 of 44 is 36.4% from three. You want to know what the Sixers shot from three? They shot 4 of 23. That is 17.4% from three. So they improved from the first half. You know what I mean? I guess they improved it because they was shooting 12.5. But that's not much better, man. That is not much better. And you're not winning against the Boston Celtics if you're that horrible from three. Let's move on from that, right? So they shot 73% from the free throw line. Not horrible. But listen, at this rate, you got to make every free throw to stay in this series. Let's move on from that because the Boston Celtics, they shot 77%. So they beat us in all the categories so far. Let's talk about rebounding. We lost in the rebounding category as well. They had 43 rebounds. We had 40. So that's not that much. We had 40. That's not that much of a difference. Now, this is where it starts to get spooky as well. They had 31 assists compared to the Sixers' 20 assists. That's just good ball movement in the Boston Celtics were making their shots. And what was the Sixers doing? We were breaking for chicken from the midi, layups, everything you could think of. It was bad. So we couldn't get assists. Our players couldn't get assists because everybody was bricking shots. So let's get to the steals. The Celtics had 7 steals. We had 3 steals. All right, turnovers. We almost doubled them in turnovers. 14 turnovers for the Sixers, 8 turnovers for the Celtics. Points off of turnovers. This is the key right here as well. This is probably the biggest reason why we lost this game. Points off of turnovers. We had 14 turnovers, right? They scored 22 points off of turnovers alone. How many points do you think the Sixers scored off of the turnover, off of the Boston Celtics, from the Boston Celtics? So they turned the ball over 8 times. How many points do you think we scored? The whole entire game. You guessed it. It was horrible. 3 points. A whopping 3 points off of 8 turnovers. That's the best you can do. I know it's just one game. I'm not saying the series is over, but this is horrible. And I have to break it down, and I have to keep it real as a Sixer fan. The Celtics beat the brakes off of us. Let's go to fast break points. They doubled us up with fast break points. Oh my goodness. 20 fast break points for the Celtics compared to the Sixers 10. Let's move on from that. Let's go to largest lead. The largest lead of the game for the Boston Celtics. You want to notice something that's so funny? This is going to be funny to each and every one of you that's watching this dang on video, right? This is the real reaction, raw and uncut reaction. The largest lead for the Boston Celtics in this game against the Philadelphia 76ers in game 1, round 1 in Boston. 35 points, largest lead. I got to look and make sure I'm looking at it correctly. 35 points was the largest lead in the game for the Celtics. You know what the largest lead for the game for the Sixers was against the Boston Celtics? A big whopping 0. We never led in the freaking game. Oh my goodness. We lost this game so bad. We didn't have the lead one time. We wasn't winning in this whole entire game. You know how bad that sounds. Are you kidding me? You know how, bro, this is absolutely horrible. Now, let's get into more details. I hate to do this to y'all. man. I hate that I have to speak like this about a team that I love. I love basketball. I love the Sixers, but my gosh, I'm a 90s baby, and I never experienced a championship in my life being a Sixer fan all my life. Watching the great Allen Iverson, the answer, getting us to the finals in 2001 and going against Shaq and Kobe, RIP to one of the GOATs and Kobe Bryant. Hey, listen, we lost that series, but that was the closest we got. Now, let's talk about the Celtics real quick. When it comes to who was destroying us. Oh my goodness. I already talked about Jason Tatum, 25 points, 32 minutes. He was amazing. Listen, he's just a very, very good player. Sam Hauser, 12 points. Queta, he had 13 points. He was amazing on defense as well. Derek White does all the dirty work. I love Derek White. He had 10 points. See, what Derek White doesn't always show up in the box score, so you can't really just go by his statistics. That man is a straight-up baller. All right, now, Jaylen Brown was amazing as well, bro. 26 points. So you had their two best players getting 25 or 25 plus points. That's hard to beat, bro. And Jaylen Brown was 11 to 21. He scored 16 points, I believe, in the third. Was it 14 or 16 points in the third quarter alone? He scored that many points, bro. He was cooking us, bro, in the second half, in the third quarter specifically. He was cooking us, bro. And that's what gave us the dagger, really. Well, we already lost, but he definitely put the dagger in us when he did that. Jaylen Brown was cooking us. He had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, one of the best two-way players in the game. Listen, going back to Jason Tatum, he had a double-double. Let's put some respect on Jason Tatum's name. I don't like the Celtics, but I got to keep it real. I got to keep it real. He had the 25 points with 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. He was amazing. Jason Tatum is an amazing player. The Boston Celtics have a great coach. Vucevic didn't really do too much, but he did have 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Who else from the bench? Peyton had 12 points. He was 6 assists. He also had 2 rebounds. Who else cooked us? So that's pretty much it. Who really cooked us? It really was their starting 5, and they just outplayed our starting 5. They outplayed our starting 5. Let's get to the Sixers starting 5 real quick. Listen, I'm going to say this again. Everybody that's in the building, I'm not saying that the series is over. But the one thing that I will do is keep it real with you and tell you that the Sixers were horrible this game. And they can't play like this or they're getting swept. If they play like this for 3 more games, they're getting swept. And I'm going to keep saying it. They have to step their game up. They have to stand on business. Let's talk about PG. They have to stand on business like T.I.'s son said. He said, I'm standing on business, Dad. I'm standing on business. We got to stand on business in this next game. Now, Paul George, 17 points in 28 minutes is not good enough. I don't care. I don't need to read no more statistics when it comes to him. Adem Bona, he was not good. He was missing multiple, putbacks in a row. He missed 4 putbacks, and I started to laugh. That's how bad it was. It was so horrible. It was so embarrassing. It was like, bro, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Come on, Adem. All right, then Kelly Oubre Jr., 10 points. He didn't play the best either. Tyrese Maxey didn't play the best either. 8 of 20 for 21 points, not good enough. 8 assists, not good enough, not good enough, not good enough, not good enough. VJ Edgecombe, 13 points, not good enough. None of them played good enough. The whole starting 5 was not good enough. They were bricking for chicken. They were absolutely horrible from 3, and they kept on chucking up 3s, not making no adjustments. The bench was horrible. No comments on the bench, even though Justin Edwards had what he had, 7 points off the bench. It was horrible. It was freaking horrible. Our bench sucks. Listen, we need Joel Embiid back. And I understand. That's another question. That's another thing. We can't trade Joel Embiid. His contract is too big. So I know it's easier said than done. Oh, let's trade Embiid in the offseason. It's easier said than done. We can say it all we want. But if you was a GM, let's put our GM hats on real quick. If you was a GM, would you trade for an amazing player, exceptional player, one of the greatest scorers in NBA history, right? 2-time MVP, gold medalist. He was two-time scoring champ. My bad. 2-time scoring champion, gold medalist. And a 1-time MVP. When he's healthy, he's unguardable. Plays both sides of the court, right? Defense and offense. But if you was a GM, would you trade for his contract? What would you give up for a guy that I'm not trying to blame him, but he's always hurt? And then that gives now I have to go into this conversation. You have Tyrese Maxey and Paul George on a max contract. And this is the best effort you can do. You get demolished by a rivalry that goes back so many years. You should have had more respect for this rivalry than what you put up in this game. We talking about Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, RIP to two of the GOATs. We talking about Larry Bird versus Julius Erving. We talking about Allen Iverson versus Kobe, RIP to Kobe and Shaq. And this is the best you can do. Just the rivalry alone should make you say, hey, listen, I want Boston Celtics, right? I want the Boston Celtics. Hey, listen, bring them on. No. The Sixer fans want the Boston Celtics. The players don't. We're going to see what they do in game 2. The Sixer fans wanted Boston Celtics because we want revenge. We ain't scared of smoke. But at the end of the day, we just fans. We're not the ones on that basketball court trying to play these guys. So unless Joel Embiid comes back, this might be bad, bro. It might get real bad real soon. But getting back to Tyrese Maxey and PG, this is the best y'all can do. This is the best you can do. Where's that dog? Y'all played soft, in my honest opinion. And it starts with the best player. For Nick Nurse, his coaching was horrible. All the adjustments was horrible. I don't know. He didn't get the team ready for this game, and I already spoke about that. But when it comes to the players that's on that basketball court, where is the fight? I would have rather for you to not for you to get in the fight, but get like, yo, in somebody's face and say, hey, listen, it ain't happening over here. I wanted you to push someone around. I don't know, man. I wanted to see something. I ain't see nothing this whole game. All I seen was a whole bunch of bricking for chicken, and that's all I seen all day long game.
That talk.
But I'm tired of it, man. Sixer fans been through too much. We dealt with the process. We've been dealing with this bull crap for years. We are tired of losing, and something has to change. If we do not win this series, and especially if we get swept, everything needs to go. Only 2 players that I'm willing to just keep. We have that first-round pick. Maybe that was a blessing in disguise to get that first-round pick for Jared McCain. Because let me tell you this, there's going to be a lot of rebuilding. I'm telling you this right now. We're gonna have to get rid of some of these players. But I'm trying not to think too far. I'm going to say, I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to be delusional for at least the rest of the series. The series ain't over until the series is over. But I will say this, and I will admit that this game was one of the worst playoff games that I have ever seen being a Sixer fan. I have never seen a team get beat down, demolished, destroyed the way I see them today. I never seen that. It was embarrassing. And I hope that this rubs them the wrong way. I hope one of the Sixer players watch this video and say, man, that bull Mike, man, he was coming at us. We can't play like, oh, yeah, I'm telling you right now. I'm pretty sure I'm the voice for some Sixer fans right now. Because I know they're probably feeling the same way I'm feeling. This was bad. We need to improve. Stephen A. Smith counted us out. He was like, it's about the rivalry, but they're going to lose. You know how Stephen A. Smith be talking. He gave us no chance. ESPN Analytics before the game gave the Boston Celtics a 70-something point something chance to win and give us only a whopping like 21 or 22% chance to win, and they was 100% correct. It wasn't nothing capping about that. I'm done, y'all. I have nothing else to say. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. I will be live again for the next game, for game 2. Shout out to y'all. God bless to each and every one of y'all. Have a wonderful day, and make sure y'all hit that like button on your way out and hit that subscribe button on your way out. Until next time, I'm out.